Hey everybody, it's Tarina. How are you guys today? I have a fun patriotic project for you guys, and I am going to show you the transfers that I'm going to be using. I've got this was from last year, but it's still available. They brought it back for this year. It's called Patriotic Patterns, and it's got. I actually, you could. I don't know if you could tell, but I've used the rustic portion of it. I've got a little something in it. I've used there's like regular lines and or stripes and stars, and then there's these rustic ones, and I really use the rustic ones up a lot. So we're actually going to use the rustic side, and then I've got this is a brand new one, and this is called American Made Minis. This is super cute, and we're going to use. I think we're going to use the 1776 one. I'm not sure yet. I think that might be it. But then I have a frame, and again, if you guys want this, just put 1776. Just put 1776 in the comments. I had seen another creator friend make something very similar, and I've had this frame. I've had this frame, and it has these pop out pieces to it. And I'm like, what can I do with this? And I saw a creator friend make something with it that was patriotic, and I'm like, you know what? I like that, and so I think I'm gonna make it my own spin on it. We're gonna use some UV resin. You guys had seen me use some UV resin before, and so I'm excited about using that. And I'm going to use some crackle. I'm going to use some ribbon. Oh, and my friend Sage, she had made these like rustic stars for me. So I'm actually going to use one of these rustic stars that she made me. We're going to paint it with this month's color of the month home, and so we're gonna go there. All right, let me flip you guys around real quick. I don't know what happened. It just popped me out. So who knows? If you guys don't see that little red live right there, make sure that you put replay in the comments, and I will know that you are on the replay. All right, so here we are. Um, this is a brand new resin. What is this? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a resin mold, an alphabet mold. And so we're going to be, sorry, it's really loud. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. We're going to do, we're going to use the UV resin. Oh, before I, I keep like, what should I do first? What should I do first? I think I actually want to do, to paint this first, because I've got to do the crackle. Sorry, you guys, I'm all over the place. I do apologize. We're going to kind of zhuzh this up and make it look rustic. Let me grab, I got to find I have a brush that I use for crackle and Mod Podge because I don't want to ruin my good brushes. I sound like my mother when I say that because she was an artist and she's like, I don't want to ruin my brushes. Okay. All right, so I just put a piece of cardboard down so I don't get anything on here. But we're just gonna put some crackle medium everywhere. And I had already painted this black. Now with the Dixie Belle crackle medium, you need the crackle medium to dry. Okay, you can't. It really doesn't work unless it's dry. It kind of does, but not really. If it's dry, the drier, the better crackle that you'll get. Okay. All right. I'm just putting on. It doesn't have to be super thick. You could just put on however much you want. Alright. And I am trying to get it on the sides as well because I do want it to crackle on the sides. Okay. And again, if you want any information on this project, just put 1776 in the comments and I will get it to you. I'm excited to do this because it is really, it is, oh, it is knock something. I'm always knocking something over. Doesn't that sound like me? I'm always knocking stuff over. All right, I'm going to grab my heat tool and we're going to dry this a little bit. The bubble right there. Gotta get rid of that. All right. So I'm going to grab my, now it's not completely dry, but it's pretty much dry for the most part. So I'm going to grab my paintbrush and I'm using white chalk paste. And if I don't get the crackle that I'm looking for, I can always go over with my gator sander. I'm trying to be careful, not get it all over the place. But this area is always going to be covered up, so I don't even have to worry about it. All right. And as it dries, it's going to start crackling. I'm going to go around the edge. All right, I think I got it. I think I got it. So I'm just going to let this set aside, and I will let this dry a little bit more. But I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really starting to crackle. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit and dry. And then we're going to do this. Let me grab another piece of cardboard, put underneath, because we are going to use the number 4, and we're going to use a little bit of glitter. I don't know what is up with me and glitter, but I'm all about the glitter. I also have my my UV, my resin light. So I'm going to put a little bit of the UV resin in the bottom of my mold. And I find that when you use the UV resin and you want it to set really well, you're going to want to do it in stages. So we're going to do the first stage. Okay. And the reason I have um, the cardboard under here is I don't want any glitter all over. So we're just going to. Okay. It's definitely going to have to be washed. All right. I'm going to do about a minute to 2 minutes with the UV light. When you think you have it, just kind of like feel the bottom and make sure it's hard. Like that right there feels pretty hard. Okay, so we're going to do it again. Overlay that glitter to encapsulate the glitter. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again for about 2 minutes. Okay, you can kind of test it after a few minutes to see if it's dry. It seems pretty dry, pretty solid. Okay. And these are silicone molds, so you just pop them out. Oops. Look at that. That's so cool. Do you see that? It's pretty neat. What do you guys think? Do you see it? It's pretty cool. Make a cute like embellishments. All right, we're gonna set that aside. Now I can wash this when I'm done. I just wash it with some water. Clean it out for the next time. Okay. Just gonna set this guy aside with the frame. So now I want to paint this guy. I'm going to grab another piece of cardboard and we are going to paint this with the home. Another paintbrush. And we're going to paint. This is a color of the month and it is kind of a matte navy blue. It's a really cool color. And like I said, I got this star. This is a custom Sage Roberts star cut out. My friend, if you don't follow Sage, it's Charmed by Sage. Go give her a follow and tell her I sent you there. She's awesome. And she actually is the one, she's the creator that I saw and I'm like, "Hey, that's such a cute idea. I can do that my own version." So this I'd seen her do a project and so she is my inspiration for this project. So not only did I get my star from her, I got my inspiration from her. And the frame I got from my friend. She cuts them for me. So if you want any of, I can't guarantee that Sage has the stars available, but my friend does cut the frames. So if you want any of the project or product that I I'm using for this project, just put 1776 in the comments. And I can get that to you. All right. Just try not to get my fingers all blue. And I appreciate you guys for being here and watching. All right. Now my heat tool is acting up. I really think it's on its last leg. I'm going to, yeah, I'm sorry if it makes a lot of noise. It even smells. It's not, and I thought, well, maybe I sat it on the cord or something, and no, it's like on its last leg before. Let's let that sit for a minute and dry. You can do another coat if you need to. Totally up to you. All right, so I think I've got all the things drying. So because I didn't want you to have to watch one more thing dry, I did already paint this with some white chalk paste. And all we've got to do now is wax it. Let me get my wax rag. This is the insert for the frame. And because it's a painted surface, even if it's painted with chalk, you want to protect the surface plus the transfer design. So you just wax it. Okay. And we're going to buff it. Okay. Like I said, I'm using this is the Patriotic Patterns transfer, and I'm using the rustic stripes. But here's the thing: if you've got a transfer that you want to use that. Um, if you like something other than what I'm using, use that. I'll probably. Sorry, I'm just trying to straighten this out. And like I said, I was inspired by my friend Sage, who did something very similar. I just happened to have a frame very similar to what she had, and I'm very excited to make it my own. And the star that we're using is something that she made for me. All right, so I'm going to swipe it on. Swipe on. Cover all the screen area. I love that we can be inspired by other people. We talked about our creative community not too long ago, and I just love our community. Oh, I should have put my tape down. I forgot about that. All right, let me dry that really quick. Again, I apologize if it's loud. I really think it's time for a new heat tool. I think the fan inside of it is kind of not working very well. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, come on, don't do that. I'm going to kind of line up the stripes and just get that top right there. And then I can put this aside and wash it after. Now, if you've got another stripe patterned stencil transfer, use that. I say use what you got. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna get my inkers out, use my vintage photo, and go around the edge of this insert, kind of zhuzh it up. Okay, and I'm just gonna go around the black just a little bit. Black. And back over with that vintage photo. Okay, pretty. I'm not gonna put that away too far. Let's see. I'm gonna grab. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cool. All right, I'm gonna grab one of my gator sanders. You know I don't love sanding in my craft room, but we're gonna do it because we got to do it. Because we got to zhuzh it up a little bit. Just kind of roughen up where there's. Okay, let me throw this away. And then I'm going to take my wax rag and just kind of go over that a little bit, just to kind of seal that paste in. There we go. And then I'm going to take my inker again, take vintage photo, go around. That's so cool, you guys. Okay, let's see. Next, we're going to grab a piece of material and we are going to make like a little sign with fabric. We're going to do that 1776. I'm just going to do it in black. Not a big deal. I don't want to have a bunch of different colors on it. I'm going to get a little ink mat. Even though we're using paste with this, I'm going to get an ink mat just because it holds it still. And again, this one is called American Made Minis. And we're going to do that 1776. You could do any of them, like that Liberty, that Lady Liberty is really cool. Right. Lay this down. Grab my black. And this is just black chalk paste, you guys. If you want to use ink, use ink. Okay. Pull that up. That's pretty. I'm going to put this back on the backer sheet and we'll wash it up later. Okay. Let's dry that. I'm not going to use heat. I'm just going to use the air. Do you hear that? It sounds terrible. Okay. Let's just cut it out. That there. I'm going to see how this is all going to come together really fast. That 4 is going to sit right there on our star. Cut this guy. I'm going to give it a little bit of an edge so that if it needs to, it can fray. I'm not going to rip it because I don't want it to not be not straight. Not straight, but I want it to be able to be seen, I guess. All right, so let me grab my piece of cardboard again. Kind of zhuzh this up a little bit with my vintage photo. And as I do this, it kind of frays, so that's nice. That's nice. That looks so cool. That's gonna be so cool. Okay. All right. So then I want to, I do want to rip this, but How much do I need? I don't need a lot. Okay, toss that. And again, we're going to grab out that cardboard and kind of zhuzh this up. Flip it over. All right. Look, that's so cool. All right, let's get our frame out. And I think we're going to zhuzh this up as well. Because it can't just be white, white. It's got to be, and I don't necessarily want to sand it. I can, but I have enough of the black showing that I don't necessarily need. Isn't it cool? It looks, I mean, I love the crackle on it. That Dixie Belle crackling medium is really neat. I think. All right, so let's assemble, shall we? All right, so then this can get popped into here. So my friend said that if you get any like white or any paint on the edges, you just have to kind of pop it in, and it'll because it's cut so snug. Just pop it in. There we go. And then that goes here. And again, you don't want it to be permanent, so that's why you don't glue it in. So let's glue the star on first. We are going to use some stick fast. And then we're going to use my Ryobi with a big old dollop of glue in the center. Okay. Glue stick. Okay. And then we're going to put the little 4 right up here. So again, we're just going to put some stick fast and just a little dollop of glue to hold it in the meantime. Did I not get it? I don't think I got it. Hold on. Did I not get it? Come on. Come on, you little thing. I think I just need to leave it alone. I thought I got glue on there. Oh shoot, that was dripping. I don't want any more accidents. Hmm. Well, let's let that 4 sit there for a minute and dry. Okay. And then this is going to sit right here, but I don't want to glue it down yet because I want to get all of my ribbons together. We're just going to tie. Doesn't even have to be as long as that piece of um, fabric. It just needs to be a little shorter. Oh, I've got these stars. I bought these stars, gosh, a long time ago. They've been in my ribbon wall for a long time, probably a year or two. Okay. And then I grabbed this. We could also, I mean, I can cut it down. All right, I got, I wanted some thinner ribbons. I didn't have a lot of blue thinner ribbon. So this is one of the only ones that I have that's solid. Then I liked this one. So I used this one. And I'm just going to grab a thing of twine. Tie that in the center. Just a little bow. And I feel like one side's a little longer than the other. So I want to do this. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. So I feel like I need to put a little dollop of glue right here. Oh, yeah. See, that's set up really good. That number 4 set up Really nice. So we're going to pop a little glue right there. Telling you, it's that errant drop of glue that gets you. Okay, so I'm just going to trim a couple of these really quick. Oh, now I sneezed. Now I'm all sniffly. Sorry, you guys. I need to trim a little bit here. Okay. So cute. You guys, it's so cute. What do you think? I'm going to put a little bitty baby bit of glue because it's moving around. I don't want that moving around. And that'll just dry. Trim that. Trim one off of here. What do you think? Ah, so cute. So cute. Okay. I might trim that one more. I don't know. I think it's just really cute. I've got to stop bugging it. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think? It turned out so cute. I love it. And I appreciate Sage for the inspiration and the star. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Put 1776 in the comments if you want any of the info for this project, and I can get that to you. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.